What's up everyone? If you want to know how to drop that ugly sky from your photos, then this video will hook you up. Alright, so last week I showed you up until this point where we took this photo in Brooklyn with hundreds of people around me, and I deleted everyone out of the picture by using advanced masking techniques. Now I'm going to show you how to finish this picture by adding a beautiful sky in there, because the sky that day was very gloomy and very ugly. So I'm going to show you that using an advanced blending mode technique. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy everything I have done so far up to a new layer, to a new group, and I'm going to call it without sky. So I've created a folder and I'm just going to add everything in there up until this point, and I'm going to copy everything to a new layer. So layer, merge visible, it's going to copy everything to a new layer. So now the next step is to select the correct sky. So you don't want to put a sky in here that's going to be completely different than what it should have been. Otherwise you're going to have a really hard time matching the sky to the scene. I have already purchased a sky from Shutterstock, and this is the sky I intend on using here, just because there's a lot of white, but there's also a good amount of blue sky as well, which is going to completely change the look of this image. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag it over here to the top of the image and just click OK, move it to the bottom layer. So I'm going to show you how to do this process using a blend if option. So the first thing I'm going to do is hide the sky and also the folder with everything that I had selected up until this point, and I'm going to go to the effects window here and go to blending options, and here at the bottom there's a blend if option that if you drag the slider all the way to the left, you're going to start seeing the sky disappearing, because it's doing everything that's kind of gray here, and it's going to continue to disappear. It's also going to take away my face and my shirt, but that's okay. We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring that back later. Now hold Alt and these things are going to split up here, and here's when you can fine tune what this tool does. You know, you can bring it in a little bit more to the right until you see all the content that you want disappearing, but the content that you want to keep, it stays. So this gray right here, I'm going to show you another method on getting rid of that using the channels. So you click on the channels here and you go through the different red, green, and blue channels, and you see which one of those provides more contrast between the buildings and the sky that you want to get rid of. And I believe the green channel is the one that provides the most contrast. You drag it over to the new duplicate layer icon over here, and now you have a copy of your green channel. So the next step would be to hit Command or Control L to bring up your levels palette, and then you really create a drastic difference between that sky and the buildings in the skyline. That's going to really create a drastic difference there. You click OK, and now we go to select color range, and you select that gray that you have there. And if you want to select different variations of that gray, hit that plus eyedropper right here and keep on clicking on those values of gray until you have it all selected. And you click OK, go to select, save selection, and I'm going to save that as remaining sky. Click OK, click out of there, Command or Control D to deselect that. So I'm going to add a layer mask to this layer here to clean up everything that the blend if method didn't clean. I'm going to activate already the sky so I can see what's going on, and I'm going to brush with black. So hit D and then X to select black, and I'm going to load the selection that I just created called remaining sky, and I'm going to very easily brush that out of the way, as you can see here. I think I could do a little better with the blend if option, so I'm going to Command D, Control D to deselect that. And I'm going to fine tune that just a little bit more here to delete some of the gray values that were here that were not deleted before. I'm going to click OK, and now I'm going to hide these two layers and bring this one back up and copy everything to a new layer, merge visible, and I'm going to bring this back to the top and activate the other ones, and I'm going to add a layer mask to this one as well, but I'm going to invert it by hitting invert right here, or do Command I, and now I'm going to bring back everything that this method deleted that wasn't supposed to be deleted. First of all, I'm going to make a very sharp and drastic selection here all the way to the skyline, and I'm going to hit X to get white on the palette here, and shift backspace or alt backspace is going to bring that back. And then with the brush, still with white selected, I'm going to zoom in here and bring my face content back in the picture, and my ear as well. As you can tell, I lost some content in my ear there. That was probably gray, so I'm going to bring that back. This building over here had also some content that was not meant to be gone, but it is indeed gone, and now it is back by masking it back in by drawing with white. Remember, white reveals, black hides. Anything that you draw with white in a mask layer is going to show. And now the next thing would be to just move that sky up or down to see how I like it. I'm going to bring it up as much as possible to have more of that white be towards the bottom and that blue be right back there. There it is. So now the last thing to do would be to add a curves layer to give that image some contrast, and I'm going to do that by giving it that S curve, and I'm going to copy everything to a brand new layer again by hitting Alt, Layer, Merge Visible, and I'm going to go to my filter menus, go to sharpen, on sharp mask, and I'm going to, with those values of 120 and 2.8 and 1, sharpen that image, and that is the final image. So there you have it. That's all I would do to this image. It took me maybe 10 minutes to remove the people from the background, and also maybe 5 or 6 minutes to add a sky in there. These are indeed advanced techniques, but I think with a little bit of practice, you can master them, and then you can have those amazing traveling pictures without anyone in the background, even in a busy area like this one, where it is busy at all times of the day. Even in the morning at sunrise, when most other touristy locations are empty, this one is busy as well, because people are biking and running down the bridge, getting their exercise done before they go to work. So this is one scenario where you would definitely need to know a technique like this in order to have the picture that you want without any distracting elements in it. So, you know, that's it.
Well, I hope you found this video useful. And if you did, like it and share it with someone you also think might find it useful. If you didn't see the first video where I deleted everyone out of the picture, click right here so you can see that video as well. If you're not already a subscriber, consider subscribing and hit that bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified when I upload a new video. It's good to see you here, and I'll see you in the next one.